Hey YouTube, if you're watching this is just a random recording. I guess technically this would be one of my first videos. And I kind of just wanted to get on here. I doubt anyone's gonna see this, but if you do, greetings. Do people fucking say that? I don't care. My name is Angel. Nice to meet you. But I want to get on here to probably vent. I don't care. It's my life. I want to complain. I'm going to complain. Let some steam off, as people say. But just get some stuff off my chest. Random stuff. Things about our life, I guess. I guess we're all a bit selfish like that, and I think to some in a healthy amounts, it's fine. It's what makes us us. It's part of who we are, our identity. But I did just recently start a job, and it's it's I want to say, let's go 18 miles plus 20 miles, a little more. So about 38 miles, round up, of course, 40 miles. But I recently just started it, And it's not to say like I fucked up by working, I do have to, if I exist, live, No one's gonna care for me, I'm gonna have to, I'm going to have to care for myself, I'm an old ass human. I feel like a baby, I'm really a big baby. I don't care. But I think it's a good job. I won't lie. I could be doing worse. There's a lot of people. One of the things I realized, as you gain like this, conscious, what's the word? I can't even say it, bro. Bruh, I probably look so dumb, but sort of this consciousness, but also as, you go from infant to sort of child, you do gain now I'm using the other word, consciousness about the world around you, like the noises, the colors. And then you go into teenhood. One of the things you do realize is, I think part of life, or even you as like a sort of a chess piece in civilization, this is probably a bit like pseudo, like intellectual. I don't know everything. I'm dumb, but like part of life really is about the people who sort of have that idealistic life, or maybe they do progress in life. That's how it's seen. I think I'm gonna say game, it's cliche, part of the game is really letting shit go, and it's really about not falling behind. Most people don't want to say it. They say, oh, well, not everyone has it figured out. And I think that's right. Not everyone has it figured out. But part of the thing is, it's really not about falling behind. I see some people who are, let's put it down bad, a lot of the times. It sucks because I'm the type of person, I want to care. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I think I would like to call myself, I'm like a bit of a normal person, in the sense that I have my rights and I have my wrongs. I have my good days and bad days. In other people's lives, I'm probably the antagonist in their life. In other lives, I'm the friend, But I'm the type of person that wants to care. And I think people can say otherwise, but at least in my experience, so there is a bias there. I think it's very hard to be one person or be and being the person that you want to be while progressing through life, and specifically maybe in terms of in terms of the sort of things we all think, like money, family, community, and I don't know, just caring for people. And it sucks because I think people are right. You kind of do have to detach yourself and be indifferent. People don't want to say that, but it's indifferent, and it works for many people. But I think to truly feel alive, to be human, in my opinion, I think you have to be. And I know people hate this word. Not everyone, but I'm just saying. I think people have many issues, but be empathetic towards people. I guess nowadays, I mean, it's always been like, and I don't. Yeah, it's always been like. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's a way of stancing yourself as like right in a world, or you're the good guys and then everyone else is bad. But I think I do like to think that everyone has a sort of part of their identity is that they have a bit of an idealist part of themselves. Maybe most people don't care about that. It's not. But I think at times I've been downtrodden like some freshly cut grass. And I am one of those people. I am hysterical at times. I am the little angry man. The man who is not in the right state of mind at points in my life, especially now that I've entered young adulthood. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's the right term. And it is true that you never truly have things figured out, and it makes sense. Life, like, no one's born a baby and like, yeah, I'm becoming this I'm gonna open this business. But things do constantly appear and disappear, then reappear. Issues, problems in your family, generic things, simplistic things, all the way to things that are outside of yourself. On like a world on sort of the level of the world. And I don't know. I think some people don't care, and I guess that's fine. If that's just the person you are, I don't think you're terrible. But for someone like me, and I guess I'm being selfish here, just talking about me, I think I do have to care. It's just a part of who I am. And if that's cultish, so be it, I think it's one of those things I have to juggle because it makes me, I'm just like anyone else. I want to take the stance of being righteous. I want to take the stance of being good. But, you kind of have to take a step back and say, I can't do that right now because I'm not okay myself, and that's fine. But I got a job. That was a big ass tangent, but I got a job, 12 hours, my bad, 10 hours. And